Would everyone please stand for the singing of the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance?
Today there is, and perhaps there always will be, conflict in the world. But we in the United States fortunately enjoy peace and freedom. Like other things of great value, this security did not come cheaply. Part of the cost has already been paid by Americans who answered the call to military duty when their country needed them. They served in many wars from the American Revolution to the War of Terror, earning the special distinction veteran. But another part of freedom's cost must be continued to be paid long after the guns have been silenced. This debt is owed America's veterans. Some need their country's help just as their country once needed theirs, to readjust, to recover from wounds, or to overcome the hardships of age and infirmity. Most need and yet ask nothing in repayment of their sacrifices. Let us continue to help those veterans in need with the greatest possible compassion and efficiency. To the rest, since they ask no special help, we can best pay tribute this day by recognizing what they have achieved and joining them in their resolve to keep America strong and free. The celebration of Veterans Day is held on November 11th every year in the United States. This day is set aside to honor and remember the military men and women who have served America in any war and during peacetime. Veterans Day was first called Armistice Day. Armistice Day signaled the end of World War I. World War I was fought from 1914 to 1918. 35 countries fought in the World War I. An armistice or ceasefire was signed on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. This month the war was over. Many countries were thrilled to hear that their war was finally over and their soldiers would be coming home. Any unidentified American soldier was buried in Arlington National Cemetery on a hillside overlooking the Potomac River at 11 a.m. on November 11th, 1921. His grave was called the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. On the same day, a soldier from France and a soldier from England were each buried in their own countries to give special recognition to the end of World War. In 1954, the U.S. Congress changed the name from Armistice Day to Veterans Day. The site of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is where the U.S. government holds its annual Veterans Day ceremonies. Ceremonies are held in many schools and churches on Veterans Day throughout our country.
In Flanders Fields is a war poem written during the First World War by Canadian physician Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae. He was inspired to write after presiding over the funeral of friend and fellow soldier Lieutenant Alexis Helmer, who died in battle. According to legend, fellow soldiers retrieved the poem after McCrae, initially dissatisfied with his work, discarded it. In Flanders Fields by John McCrae. In Flanders Fields the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below, we are the dead short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high, if ye break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields.
Our community here at Upper Dauphin County has a rich tradition of veterans who have served in various armed services over the years. Today on this Veterans Day, we will hear from several of our students who celebrate their family members who have served our great country.
Hi, my name is Caleb, and I am here to talk about my grandfather, Frederick Minshoff, and how he served as a Navy Seabee. A Seabee is a person in the military who has the role of building things such as bases, airports, and much more. He served in Vietnam for 2 years, then worked at PPL, but now he has retired and now lives in Millersburg. I am proud to have a grandfather who has served and fought for my country. Thank you.
Today for Veterans Day, I will be recognizing my mom, Janine Schaffner. She served in the Army Reserve for 15 years. She had 2 deployments to Iraq. My mom joined the Army right after 9/11 during her freshman year of college. She worked as a mechanic, welder in operations and logistics. Rising up the rank of Sergeant First Class, she proudly served for our country, and one day I may too.
My name is Calder Whitmer, and my dad is currently serving in the military. He is an E7 at his office, and he can soon be promoted. He served in the Iraq and the Kuwait War. He's also a cook when he is in service. His name is Joshua, and he works in the National Guard. He likes his job, and I like it too. Happy Veterans Day.
Hello, my name is Matthew Saplicki, and I would like to take a moment to recognize the people in my family who make it part of their daily life to serve our country. The people who I'm going to talk about are the following: Ashton Saplicki, Senior Airman, Autumn Saplicki, Sergeant, and Matthew Walter Saplicki, Sergeant. My brother Ashton is currently in the Air Force Station at Fort Indian Town Gap. My oldest sister, Autumn Saplicki, is currently in the Army stationed at Fort Indian Town Gap. My grandfather, Matthew Walter Saplicki, was on a combat deployment during the Vietnam War. He served in the Company Bravo 2nd Battalion, 41st Infantry, 1st Cavalry Division. Sadly, he died on Sunday, May 4, 2025. I am glad that my family members are taking time out of their daily life to serve our country. God bless our veterans, and God bless America.
Hello, my name is Carl Senna, and I'd like to introduce you to my father, Travis Senna. He served in the United States Navy from 2003 to 2007. His job was a cryptologist. On Veterans Day, I am thankful for my father and all the other veterans that served. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day.
Hello, my name is Ava Zerby, and this is my uncle, Scott Harmon. Today is his birthday, November 11th. Veterans Day is very important to me and my family because it is a day of remembrance. He was in the National Guard and he was going to be drafted for the Vietnam War. He went through basic training and tests and actually became a cook for the soldiers. He was fortunately not drafted and returned home. He later became a teacher. He was my great uncle and he really was an amazing influence to me and my family. He unfortunately passed away in 2022 to brain cancer. Thank you, Uncle Scott. Your bravery helped me and many others. Thank you for your time. Happy Veterans Day.
Good morning. I'm here today to talk to you about my dad, Mark Snyder.
He is a veteran of the U.S. Army, and he was deployed for 1 year in Afghanistan. I was young and don't remember him being gone, but I am proud of him for serving, and I'm happy for him protecting us. Thank you for listening.
My name is Brielle Henninger, and I'm here to show you my dad, Brian Henninger. I've always loved Veterans Day. I would always wait for the day to come every November because I felt it connect with me. It was the one day I could show off my amazing dad and how much I love him. And I'm so excited to show him to all of you. He always loved and served his country, and he would always do what he knew was best. Brian would always be concerned for the next generation, teaching young kids about this wonderful country. And I always remember how out of nowhere he would quiz me and my siblings about the history of America, making sure the next generation knew everything about this country and hopefully see all the wonders of serving. He was a big inspiration for me and my siblings, being a great service to his country, but he was also a great dad. My dad never forgot what it was like to be a kid and made sure me and my siblings had the best childhood ever. And I was so happy to get the chance to show him to all of you. Brian is a great man. He loved his country, his family, and never forgot who he was fighting for. And I encourage you this Veterans Day to go home and spend time with your veteran. Talk to them, celebrate with them, whatever it takes, and remember to thank them for serving this wonderful country that my dad will forever love. Thank you, Dad, for all the wonderful memories and always doing the next best thing for America. Thank you.
My dad has been in the U.S. National Army my whole life. His hard work and dedication helped him reach the rank captain. He spent 13 months in Texas to keep our country safe. He currently works at Fort Indiantown Gap, where he helps recruit Champlains and lures into the U.S. Army. One of my favorite things to do with my dad is get Duncan on the way to school. In conclusion, I am very proud of my dad and his accomplishments.
Everyone can join us in singing of God Bless America, please. Starting God Bless America, ready? God bless America, lift up our young, stand beside her, brave guide her, and guide with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, earth home. God bless America, oh, sweet home. God bless America, oh, sweet home.
As we near the end of our program, it is important for all of us to keep in mind all that our military men and women have done for our country throughout our history and continue to do on a daily basis. And please, whenever you meet someone who has served our great country, be sure to say thank you. We would like to also recognize our faculty veterans in attendance today, Mr. Fry, Mr. Dippins, and Ms. Cover. This concludes our ceremony this morning. And thank you for being an attentive audience, and a special thank you to our chorus. Let's give them a round of applause. Our band. And lastly, thank you to our fellow students and families for their service. You will now be dismissed, and please exit in a respectful silence.